Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Level Up Tuts, and today we're going to be adding ReCaptcha to our Drupal 7 site. So, while you might know ReCaptcha as these annoying sort of entry boxes that you have to submit so that they know that you're not a robot or that you're not trying to just spam through email boxes or anything, the ReCaptcha is actually a really noble web service. So, what it's doing is it's providing two words, one of which is randomly generated. The other one is actually from an old book that they're trying to digitize. And what you're doing is they're using this massive scale online collaboration to digitize books. And in fact, I would recommend going and watching this TED Talk. It's actually really great. It's really interesting, and it'll make you want to use ReCaptcha. It does a lot of good things. Okay, so just like any module, we're going to click to download, and we're going to throw it into our modules folder. Okay, we're just going to put it into our modules folder, like so. Then we'll go back to our site, modules, and we're going to install it. Okay, and if you see here, it's actually saying it requires CAPTCHA. It's another module here. If we come back to here, it's no problem. It's just this module CAPTCHA. This allows you to use ReCaptcha, CAPTCHA Pack, any of these other modules. So we don't need any of those. We just want to use this ReCaptcha. So I'm going to grab this beta and actually, yeah, because it's the sort of latest release for Drupal 7, or at least the, well, it's not the development release. It's the latest release. It's not a development. So we'll grab this. And again, we're just going to throw it into our modules folder like before so that we can install this. Let's refresh this. And we should see both of them showing up now under spam control. We can go to CAPTCHA. I don't want image capture. I want to use ReCaptcha. Okay, cool. So let's save configuration. Okay, we now have those modules enabled, and it pops up saying we can now configure the CAPTCHA module for the site. Okay, so this is the CAPTCHA configuration. You can see your default challenge type is set to math. I'm going to change this to ReCaptcha. And then we're going to actually need to find out what our form ID is. So to do that, you can actually, because yours is going to be different, I'm just going to go to our contact page, and I actually want to just inspect this to see if it says so in the code. There's probably a different way to do this, but it's just here. It's web form client form 9. I'm just going to copy this, and in here in our CAPTCHA settings, I'm going to go ahead and paste this in here. But the actual ID, this is the ID that's assigned to it. The actual form ID uses underscores here. So I'm going to go ahead and change these hyphens to underscores. Like I said, your form's going to have a different name, so that's the only way I know that you could just be sure about what it is, what the ID is. And we're going to select our challenge type to just be the default. And this add CAPTCHA administrative links to form, means if you're like an admin, will you see the CAPTCHA or not? I'm just going to leave that unchecked. I don't want to see the CAPTCHA. I just want my users to see it. Any of these other settings, persistence, always add a challenge. The default selected to omit challenges in a multi-step preview workflow. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And I don't need to log wrong responses. I don't really care. But if you do, it'll throw them in the log, and you can see if like a bot's trying to fill out your form 100 times or something. And set to case insensitive, save configuration. Let's go to ReCaptcha over here. And here you need a private key and a public key registered at recaptcha.net. This is just so you can jump in and enable everything. I'll just select this. I'm not actually going to use this one, so don't try to steal my my public and private key because yeah, I'm not going to keep this anyway. So let's create key. Okay, I got a public key and a private key. So public, paste. And private, I'll paste this. Okay, and you can AJAX API secure connection. I'm going to leave this be, save configuration. All right, so let's go to our contact form here. And I don't think we should see this because I'm pretty sure that, yeah, we have the administrative settings on. So let's actually open this up in an incognito window so we're not logged in. We're not an admin, we're just an average person visiting this website. Oops. And as you can see, the CAPTCHA is showing up. If we wanted to show up on admin, you just check that box that says that it shows up for administrators. But you know, no big deal. I don't need it to. So this is working just like you've seen before, and that way we can help digitize these books, and we can secure your site from spammers all at the same time. Cool. Well, that is how to add ReCaptcha to your Drupal site. If you wanted to add any of these other CAPTCHA modules, that's totally cool. You can do that as well. It's just as easy. You just download the other ones, follow the instructions. But I personally like ReCaptcha the best, specifically for what it does. Like I said, check out this YouTube video, this massive scale online collaboration. It's really interesting. Good video. All right. Well, if you have any questions or comments, hit us up in the comments. Hit us up at Twitter, LevelUpTuts. Let me know what you're thinking. We always like to hear from you. Just, you know, what you want to see and whatever. So, as always, this is Scott with Level Up Tuts, and thanks for watching. Bye.